Welcome to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, the #1 podcast and resource for Black entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and Black Entrepreneur Blueprint was created specifically to educate and inspire Black entrepreneurs to launch, build, and grow successful, sustainable businesses. Join us as we help build an economic power base in the worldwide Black community by building and supporting Black-owned businesses. If you're currently an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur, you're invited to join us each and every week here at Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Welcome to the BEB family and get ready to elevate your entrepreneur IQ. Welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, episode number 545. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and today we have another outstanding and informative show in store for you. Today's show topic is 4 game-changing tips for entrepreneur success in 2025. 4 game-changing tips for entrepreneur success in 2025. Hey guys, 2024 is almost over, and are you ready to make a big move and crush it in 2025? That's the question. Now remember, success doesn't happen by accident. It's all about strategy and preparation. And we're going to discuss that today. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you a blueprint for making 2025 your breakthrough year. And I'm going to give you 4 powerful, actionable tips to help you elevate your business and your life, because your business is definitely connected to your life and your lifestyle. And we're going to break that down. Now, before we get to today's show content, I just want to share a few things with the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint family. First and foremost, I want to welcome all first-time listeners to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Welcome to the BEB family. Please stick around until the end of today's broadcast, and I'm going to share all my social media contact information and resource links, such as the link to our new revamped BEB website. So make sure you go to blackentrepreneurBlueprint.com. Take advantage of all the free resources that we have on the site to help you elevate your entrepreneur IQ. Click the Learn tab and you'll have a drop down, and we have resources on such things as strategy and mindset, scaling your business, marketing, e-commerce, and a whole lot of other stuff. Free content. So make sure you go to blackentrepreneurBlueprint.com. Also, for all you first-time listeners, make sure you hit the subscribe button wherever you're watching this or listening to this. We drop a new episode every Monday morning, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you want to make sure that you're alerted when the new episodes come out. Now, let's get ready for today's content. So today we're going to talk about 4 game-changing tips for entrepreneur success in 2025. Now, you know, being an entrepreneur is a tough way to make a living, guys. And if you don't understand the framework of what makes for a successful business and a successful life, the chances of us reaching those goals are slim to none. So we need to understand the framework. And this is something that I do every year, guys. I go over and I game plan for the following year, usually about early November. And I just want to share some of the things that I do that can possibly help you out to increase your 2025 revenues and also improve your lifestyle as an entrepreneur. So I'm going to give you 4 tips. So tip number 1, guys, evaluate what you want your business to help you achieve as it pertains to your business and life. So evaluate what you want your business to help you achieve as it pertains to your business and life. And guys, your business and life are intertwined, okay? They are intertwined. And I'll give you some real life examples and stories as we go on today's podcast. But you want to determine why you started your business. Why did you start your business? Many times people started for money. They don't like their job, flexibility, or freedom. But you need to understand why you started it, because this is going to help you achieve your goals in your business and life. So what was the purpose of starting your business? Was it money, freedom, lifestyle? You hated your job, etc. You didn't have any other job opportunities, and you were what I call a reluctant entrepreneur or whatever. But what was the purpose for starting your business? You see, guys, it has to be something greater than just money. It has to be something greater than that. We all want money, but if there's a greater purpose, then that helps you be more successful as an entrepreneur. So what was the purpose of starting your business? I also want you to list the top 3 reasons for starting your business in order of importance. The top 3 reasons for starting your business in order of importance. And the reason I want you to do this, guys, is sometimes we get lost along the way. We get off track. And if you're just a little bit off track in the beginning, by the time you go 5 or 10 miles down the road, you're going to be way off track and your direction is going to be messed up. So list the top 3 reasons for starting your business in order of importance. Now, these 3 things may have changed since you initially started your business. Now, for me, number 1 is actually fulfillment. Okay, I need to be fulfilled in what I do. If I'm going to bust my hump for all these hours every week, every year, and year after year, I need to be fulfilled because I know myself. If I'm not fulfilled doing something, guess what? My attention span is like nil. Okay, fulfillment, money, and obviously lifestyle. So those are my 3 things. But I realized that first it used to be money. But then once you get a certain amount of money, and not that I'm rich or anything like that, but once you get a certain amount of money, you understand that money can't buy you happiness. It can't buy you fulfillment. So for me, fulfillment is the number 1 thing right now. I need to be fulfilled. And if I'm working on a business that I'm fulfilled in, guess what? I'm more apt to be more successful because I truly enjoy what I do. So tip number 1, evaluate what you want your business to help you achieve as it pertains to your business and your life. Okay. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in number 2. So remember, guys, your business is tied to your life and your lifestyle. So you got to make sure that it's supplying all the needs that you designed this business for. You didn't build the business to serve the business. You built the business so the business can serve you and your lifestyle. Okay. Tip number 2, make sure your business provides you with the lifestyle that you want. And I was just touching on that. Has your business provided you with the income and lifestyle that you wanted? If it has not, ask yourself why. If your business has not done this, you need to readjust or recalibrate your business. Now, here's some things that you might want to look at. Do you have flexibility to spend time with your family or work on projects that fulfill you? Do you spend too much time working and neglecting other important aspects of your life? And this is something that happened to me when I first got married and I left corporate America and I started one of my first businesses. It's funny about I'll start with the second one first. Do you spend too much time working and neglecting other important aspects of your life? So I remember when our second child was born, Erica, my second daughter, was born, and I was working like crazy. I had an ADT dealership with 2 offices, one in Philly and then one over the bridge in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And I was going back and forth from office to office, training people, checking on management and all that good stuff. And I remember it's like every time I would get home, I'd leave like 7 in the morning, get home 7 or 8 at night. And if the kids were awake, I'm telling you, this is no joke. My wife would be like, as soon as I put one foot in the door, take the kids. And I'm like, damn, can I get in the door first? But literally, and she told me, she said, babe, Erica isn't even going to know who you are because you're working so much. And I had to really think about that. But at that point in time, I was just focused on the grind because I needed to get that paper, right? So, I understand I'm not home as much, but there's a method to this madness. But I had to really recalibrate a little bit and understand what was truly important. So I didn't have any flexibility, or I didn't have much flexibility with that business. Now, subsequent to that, when I got into e-commerce, and I always talk about e-commerce saving my life, man, I had the flexibility in everything that I wanted. So if you haven't heard the story before, and I talk about it and I'm super transparent, I've almost lost it all 2 separate times. The first time I almost lost it all is when our youngest son, Aaron, who would have been 23 right now, 23 right now, we lost him to brain cancer at 17 months old. He didn't even make 2 years old. And at that time, my wife had to stop working. She was a teacher at the time. She had the benefits, the consistent income. And I literally had just come back out of corporate probably a couple of months before that with a new business, an event marketing company. And what happened was when AJ got sick, my wife had to stop working. My business was up and down, and we almost lost everything, in addition to dealing with the mental stress of a sick child. And so we almost lost it all then. And the second time I almost lost it all was I had a mortgage business, a very nice mortgage business. And if you guys were around in 2007, 2008, you know that financial crash was a monster. And so I had 50 plus employees, hundreds of thousands of dollars of payroll, big ass office space downtown in Philly. The business crashed, and pretty much everything I had sunk into the mortgage business. And so even like the reserves, I tried to keep it afloat, not knowing how bad that crash was in 2008, by sinking in a couple $100,000 of my own personal money. And also my 2 business partners put in a lot of money to try to keep it afloat. And literally we almost lost it. We almost lost everything. I remember coming home one day, bill collectors calling, credit cards behind, everything was just falling apart. And my wife was like, I get it. You're trying to save, the business, and you got a family at the office, because I used to call them my office family because I was responsible for them. But she said, you got a family at home that needs you even more. And so I understood that, guess what? I got to take care of this family first. And so when I came back, long story short, when I came back, I had to think of a way of generating income that was suitable for the lifestyle that I wanted. And that's when I created or started my first e-commerce brand. And I was able to have flexibility. This is what I told myself after the mortgage business crash. I don't want to have to go in the office every day. I don't want to have employees or 50 employees. I don't want to have a $10,000 a month rent for the office. I don't want to have, $100,000 payroll every month. And I wanted to have an unlimited income potential and have freedom and flexibility. So when I started my first e-com brand, I was blessed. I didn't do it the right way. I kind of put the cart before the horse, but I got lucky based on some intuition. And with my first e-com brand, I was making a couple $100,000 a year. Matter of fact, the first 6 months, I grossed $272,000 with this brand, and I profit margin probably about 72%. So in 6 months, I had pocketed, probably about $150,000 after expenses. And so what that allowed me to do was have freedom and flexibility, which were the 2 key things that I wanted, so I could spend time with my family. So when my girls at the time were in middle school, and the youngest was in middle school, my oldest, I think, had just started high school, but they both played a lot of sports and were in a lot of activities. And their main sport was field hockey. They did swimming, they did soccer, track. So they were into a lot of stuff. But field hockey predominantly was their favorite sport. And so I was blessed to never miss from my youngest daughter's freshman year in high school to her senior year. And my oldest daughter, they're 3 year apart. So it was her senior year in high school. I never missed any type of field hockey game. It didn't matter if it was a scrimmage in the summer league, AAU travel games, their varsity games, anything. I was at every game for those 4 years. And their friends used to ask, hey, is your dad work? and they would start laughing. But yeah, I was blessed because I had flexibility. I never missed a home game. I never missed an away game. We used to travel with their AAU teams all over the country. They had a summer league. I even coached 2 of their summer league games. And I just want to let y'all know I'm undefeated, guys. I'm an undefeated coach. I retired undefeated. I'm 2-0, and that's it. I'm not going back. I'm not risking that record. But I was blessed to be super involved with my girls and my wife and spending time with the family, because you're never going to get that back. Now, I know that was a long-winded tip number 2, but make sure your business provides you with the lifestyle that you want. All right. Now, you have to build your business around your lifestyle, not your lifestyle around your business. I've created businesses that I couldn't stand, and I call that a Frankenstein business. You've created a monster, literally. So my ADT alarm dealership, oh my goodness. After a while, I couldn't even stand going into the business. Number one, I was working like crazy. My employees, I didn't understand that time culture when it came to starting your own business. And so I didn't have the right mixture of employees. One of my managers over in the Jersey office was stealing leads, started his own alarm company. And it was just a situation where I got tired of it. And even though I was making money, I couldn't even stand my business. And I was working like crazy. So build your business around your lifestyle, not your lifestyle around your business. And that may take some recalibrating. It may take you to pivot. It may take you to, hey, you know what? I need to create a different type of business. So that's tip number 2. And what we're talking about, guys, is 4 game-changing tips for entrepreneur success in 2025. Number 1, evaluate what you want your business to help you achieve as it pertains to your business and life. Number 2, we just went through, make sure your business provides you with the lifestyle that you want. You started your business because you wanted a certain lifestyle. You may want to live in the Hollywood Hills or up in Midtown Manhattan or wherever. So you just want to make sure that that business is serving you and you're not serving your business. All right. Tip number 3, make time to be healthy or to get healthy. Guys, I'm going to tell you, are you working so hard you've neglected your physical health? You got to understand, guys, your business and your health are intimately connected. So your health is a function of your business success. So I had gone through a health issue, a health scare this year in 2024. And that's actually why I was running a couple of replays, because I was dealing with recovery. So I'm super hyped now and focused on getting healthy and staying healthy. So I'm back on a regular exercise plan. I'm eating healthy. I'm dropping pounds and I feel real good. So tip number 3, make time to get healthy, guys. Because if your health isn't there, you're not going to be able to put in the time or the effort to be successful as an entrepreneur. So even if you have to get up super early in the morning to work out, whatever works for you. So for me, I get up early anyway. I'm usually up about 5 o'clock. So what I'll do is I'll go in the morning. It's cold here in Philly, but I'll go lift weights in my basement, and then I'll usually go and hit the track. And I'll do that 6 days a week, if possible. 5 definitely, but 6 if possible if I'm not traveling. But I always want to make sure I get that cardio in, and I also start, doing the weights. So get healthy, guys. Tip number 3, make time to get healthy. And tip number 4, how to fix your business. How to fix your business. So if your business isn't running at maximum efficiency, if your business isn't providing the lifestyle that you want it to, how do you fix it? And here are a couple of ideas to help fix it. First thing is identify what your ideal lifestyle looks like. Once again, and I want to reiterate this, your business should be based around your lifestyle, not your lifestyle around your business. So if you want freedom and flexibility, guess what? You're probably not going to be working in an office 9-10 hours a day, Monday through Friday. You don't have that freedom and flexibility. So you have to understand, what is the function of your job, or what is your business, and what function do you play in it? Now, if you're at a high level and you're just managing, you may have flexibility. But if you're in there grinding, say you're a CPA and you're doing all the sales and actually all the CPA work, you're not going to have a lot of time for freedom and flexibility. All right. So identify what your ideal lifestyle looks like. Also, another tip is on how to fix your business. Reverse engineer your business to create that lifestyle. Okay. And that's kind of what we've been talking about. what do you create, or what do you call or consider an ideal day? What does your ideal day look like, and how can you reverse engineer that into a business that will allow you to do that? And I'll just use what I'm doing right now currently. So with all my different businesses, I have a lot of responsibility, but the beauty is I've set it up where it gives me the lifestyle that I actually want. So I'm able to have freedom and flexibility because of my e-commerce brands, my podcast, the ecosystem with Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, with my online courses, books, and things of that nature. And it gives me freedom and flexibility to work on things that are fulfilling. So you guys know I have a hot sauce company, Hell Yeah Hot Sauce. So I'm working on that. I have a couple other media projects that I'm working on. And this lifestyle allows me flexibility. So right now, I'm at home. What time is it? 1:44. I do have an office, but most of the time I work out of the house. I may go into the office 2 times a week, and the office is a shared office space. It's like WeWork. And so I'll go in there if I need to do certain things or I have meetings. But I'm sitting here in my dining room. Normally I'll be in my office recording, but I wanted to look out the windows, and it's a beautiful day out. So I'm in my dining room recording this at about 1:44 in the afternoon. And I have freedom and flexibility. This morning, I got up, I went down in the basement, I lifted weights. I hit the track about 6:30 in the morning when the sun rise. Came home, made a healthy breakfast, started working. Then I decided, you know what? I need to do some research on another project I'm looking on. So I just took 2 hours out of my day, and I started researching that. And then I came back here to start recording. So once again, you need to reverse engineer your business to create the lifestyle you want. And the last thing I'll give you guys on how to fix your business, and I mentioned this earlier, you may need to rethink your current business and possibly pivot or scrap that business. And I know when I say scrap the business, people get upset. But if you've been doing something for a long period of time and you're not having any breakthrough, you're struggling, you're barely hanging on, then it may be time to pivot, make a few adjustments, or it really may be time to actually shut that business down and find something else that works and that's more aligned with what you're good at and also the lifestyle that you want to create. Okay. So it's all about, guys, pivoting, or you maybe have to scrap a business, but you need to reverse engineer what your life and your business look like. What does an ideal day look like for you? So I just gave you what mine is. I get up early in the morning, I lift weights, I hit the track, and then I work on projects that I need to work on, be it for my hot sauce company, my media companies, the podcast, and the whole BEB ecosystem. And this is just me. I'm not saying this is what everybody needs to do. I need multiple things to do. That's just the way my mind is built. I get bored if I'm only doing one thing. And I know some people talk about focus, and you do have to focus. And I've been blessed to be able to focus on multiple things. If I'm not super busy, then it seems like I'm not working. So I like to have different things to do, but you have to understand what your profile is as an entrepreneur. So for me, I never really fall in love with my businesses per se. To me, my enjoyment comes from building a business. That's really what my enjoyment comes from. That's my fulfillment. It could be ADT alarm systems as a dealer. It could be, my mortgage company. I have a mortgage company right now. So a small boutique mortgage company. I have that, my hot sauce company, the BEB ecosystem, and I'm working on some other media properties. So for me, fulfillment looks like doing things that I enjoy, and I enjoy the process of building a business. Some people are in love with their business, which is great. So if you're a CPA, you love doing taxes or whatever, and you love it, that's cool. But for me, it could be any business. I have to have some type of interest in it, but it could really be any business. To me, it's about figuring out how to make this thing successful. And so I'm one of those guys that I spend a lot of time reading, studying, going to YouTube University, and just learning different things to hone my craft. and I enjoy learning. So that's something that I understand about myself, and you need to understand what your entrepreneur profile is. Do you want to love your business? Does it have to be something that you're passionate about? Or are you trying to solve a problem? But once you identify what your profile is, dig into that. And hopefully it's aligned with who you are and also, once again, the lifestyle you want to generate. So today we talked about 4 game-changing tips for entrepreneur success in 2025. Tip number 1, evaluate what you want your business to help you achieve as it pertains to your business and life. Tip number 2, make sure your business provides you with the lifestyle you want. Tip number 3, make time to get healthy. You got to be healthy, guys, to be successful in business. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. And tip number 4, I gave you some tips on how to fix your business. Now, I say this each and every week because it's true. We get more and more downloads because of you, the BEB family. I truly appreciate you guys. Please continue to spread the word about the podcast, about the website. Make sure you go to blackentrepreneurblueprint.com, guys, and get your free resources. The whole ecosystem with the online courses, the books, everything designed to help you elevate your entrepreneur IQ. Remember, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about us. It's about building an economic power base in the worldwide Black community by building and supporting Black-owned businesses. Love you guys. See you same time next week. Peace.